Live, this is One for the Record. I'm Diana, and today is June 5th, 2012. And I want you to see this. This is breaking news from Pastor Paul Begley. This is not good. Here we go. Bear with me and stick this, and then you'll have your rest of your news update. This is called the introduction of the Antichrist spirit. And I hope that the sound isn't too bad. But this is it. We're on red alert now.
Any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now you know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And then shall that wicked be revealed. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Paul Begley, and may I introduce to you the Antichrist.
Oh. Here we go. He's doing what I'm doing, but the sound isn't good. Stay tuned. You gotta see this.
Bonjour. Hola. Ni hao. Hello. Obviously, you have two burning questions. Who am I? And who put me in charge? No doubt you're concerned about my accent, skin color, age, beliefs. Half you probably wish I was a woman. So, let me put you at ease. I'm not in charge. You are. I have no authority over you or anyone else. On the contrary, you have authority over me. Think of me as a spokesperson for all the people of the world controlled by you through social media. Before we get into how that works, let's take a look at this map. Now, this is us. A bunch of lines, divisions, boundaries. Countries competing for limited resources, economic domination, religious superiority. Competition is healthy when it comes to cricket or Facebook travel pictures, but this is just stupid. Let's zoom out and get another perspective. To scale, our solar system is a grain of sand in the Sahara Desert, and this little pixel is our only home. Yet we're sucking up resources like there's no tomorrow, breeding like rabbits, strangulating other species out of existence. Plastic waste in the ocean is growing larger than most countries, with nothing in place to stop it. Industries that are harming our planet are so powerful they can prevent or slow down cleaner technology for the sake of short-term profit. Governments, justice systems, the media are all influenced by self-interest groups whose actions often conflict with the well-being of humankind. Obviously, the world is full of a lot of good people, but as a whole, we're contributing to a system that's broken. We're going down a bad path. So, how do we fix it? Together, through social media, we can influence world leaders and industries to start improving the world as opposed to ruining it. We know this will work because history has repeatedly shown us that leaders and industries must follow public opinion or they fail. Sharing this video, endorsing it, tweeting it, goes a long way toward the creation of a legitimate global democracy. Because the more people united in one place, the more powerful their voice becomes. If you want to have a direct say in how the world is run, visit globaldemocracy.com. That's where I go to understand what it is you need and want. It's here that you can vote on or propose new ideas that will help the world run better, the most popular of which I will present to the world in videos like this one. Please leave your questions and your comments on my YouTube or Facebook pages, and I will respond. Thanks for listening.
Folks, this is one of the most disappointing and yet predictable attempts to establish a world of one world government, a new world order, an antichrist, a power broker who uses the deception of giving you power when really he just uses your information to achieve his power. And if you notice in the beginning of the video, he says, "Who put me in charge?" Well, he never does tell you. He tells you that he has no authority over you, and that's true. Right now, he doesn't. He tells you he'll do whatever you tell him to do. Let's read it again. "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." Are you serious? Did I just watch that video? That is an actual video. It's called Global Democracy. There's no such thing. And that man in the video, which I don't even know his name, he's not the Antichrist. He's not the Antichrist at all. But he represents the Antichrist spirit. And that Antichrist spirit is loose on the land. It's not just this group here forming, but it's in spiritual wickedness in high places. Matter of fact, let's read down. It says, in verse 7, verse 6 says, "And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of the iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And even him whose work is coming is after the working of Satan, with all power, and signs, and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, and that they all might be damned, who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness." Are you saved? Are you saved? Let me just say this to you. Let me just put it to you in the best perspective I know. That's a video. They're going to get a ton of views. People are going to go to their website. They're going to pass that around Facebook. Folks are going to buy into that plan. But where did you hear the word God mentioned? Where did you hear the word salvation? Did you hear the word freedom? No. This isn't another attempt. Many attempts will come as the world gets ready to embrace The concept, right now, all that was doing was telling you the concept of a one-world government. Trust me, that government is coming. But it's nothing like he just represented. I'm Pastor Paul Begley. The coming apocalypse is upon us. I'm telling you, give your life to Jesus Christ. Send me a personal message. I want to be saved. I want to be saved. I want to be saved.
My goodness. Oh, I am glad that you guys saw that. Yes. I'm sorry that the sound is so screwy. We're on red alert. That's all I got to say. If you're not saved, you better think about it and maybe do it. ASAP. Alrighty then. Here we go. Here's your news update. I thought you should see that right away. Alrighty then. Let's see what we got going on here today. Okay, let me lower this all the way down. There we go. That blew my mind. You had to see that. I'm sharing that with you. It's very important I see that. Okay, now. Here we go. The Extinction Protocol 2012 and beyond. Alrighty. Let's see. I'd like to move this out of the way. Hold on a minute. There we go. Max, stop. Oh, they all just had a bunch of chicken. And they're just, I don't know, kicking back, I hope. And here comes a big thunderstorm, too, so hopefully this will not be erased or anything. Severe storms reported over regions of northern China. Australia to adapt nuclear power by 2030. Haven't they learned anything by what's going on in Japan? 3 dead, 6 missing as typhoon passes the Philippines. And it's, I don't know if you can hear it, but they're spraying, I think, DDT out there right now, right before it rains. That makes sense, doesn't it? Manem volcano moving towards very violent stage of an eruption. Unregulated global derivatives debt market hits $647 trillion mark. 6 people in intensive care after Legionnaire outbreak in Edinburgh. Oh. Black Sea ecologists alarmed by rising number of dolphin deaths. Authorities moved to spray area in India with insecticides to curtail spider panic, and those are it's like a giant spider invasion over there. Real big spiders, and they're driving people out of their towns. It's like out of a B movie. What was that? Kingdom of the Spiders with Captain Kirk? Madrid, Spain's budget minister Cristobal Montoro on Tuesday urged Eurozone partners to act faster to help support its enfeebled banks. Okay, here we go. Spanish government credit denied as country's fiscal woes worsen. Okay, heads up if you're on UTC time. Check it out. Don't stare at it. Look through something else, a reflection. Film it, but don't look at it. World prepares for rare transit of Venus across the face of the sun. Now that's happening today. I don't know if it's past U.S. coasters, but if it passed already, but you could see the Venus towards the bottom of the sun going across, but don't look at it with your naked eyes. Oh, there goes the DDT truck again. He's coming by. I don't know if you can hear that. That's real good. Hear it? Wow. Alrighty then. Let's get rid of this one. Okay, moving on. What's that? Oh, sorry. Wow. See, I can't monitor this at the same time. I apologize for the wire across the screen. All right, let's see what else we have. The Watchers. Powerful solar tsunami along with yesterday's impulsive M3 class solar flare. That was yesterday. Today, supervolcanoes form and erupt much more quickly than previously thought. 2012 transit of Venus, quick guide for sky watchers. So, East Coast, it's done already. Unless you could see out if it goes across the moon. I don't think so. And, wow, they're really spraying out here. Hear it? Wow, they're going to town on this street. Okay, then moving on. Manon, one of PNG's most active volcanoes, has new series of eruptions. The same thing I just said. Severe weather warning for parts of New South Wales, Queensland, Australia. Strong magnitude 6.3 earthquake struck off the east coast of Honshu today. And that's at, I can't see, I think it says 1930. It's 18 or 1931 UTC. Sky Watcher's Guide again to Venus, the transit. Peak of solar maximum on way. Rare type of solar storm send a barrage of high energy solar particles. And that's it for the Watchers. Let's close that. Maybe things will move a little faster. Oh, what an always something exciting on this channel, I'm telling you. As soon as I see something that I think you need to see, I just whip that camera back around and let you watch what I was just watching like seconds ago. Japan. E&E News. Magnitude 6.3 quake hits off Shiba. Magnitude 4.2 near Fukushima Daiichi an hour later. Nuclear expert, the truth is the damage caused by Fukushima is too great for the government of Japan. Also, opposition to nuclear power surges in Japan. Public far more leery than it was immediately after 3/11. Higher education level equals greater worries over contaminated food. Alrighty, so the people who are highly educated understands that there's something wrong with the food, okay? Fukushima resident Numayu has new website detailing health problems. Previous blog was shut down. Of course. Japan nuclear expert, almost 8,000 square miles now like radiation control area after Fukushima. Also today, TEPCO could not have done better responding to Fukushima crisis. Who said that? TEPCO could not have done better responding to Fukushima. Oh, that's TEPCO saying that. They couldn't do any better on reporting that everyone should be evacuated. No. Well, then it's called incompetent. Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't do any better. Okay, that's okay, but that doesn't mean you're not incompetent. TEPCO. Burned area on spent fuel pool number 4, secondary cooling pump. Oh, so now the secondary cooling pump has a burnt area. Heads up, heads up. Our fluctuating thermometers and reactor 2 broken? Gauges reported not working appeared to be changing at same times. Oh. Not working appeared to be changing at same times. Is someone feeding in some kind of computer feed on it? Is the thing really inside the reactor, whatever they're filming? Heads up. Please send out, this is yesterday, please send out SOS signal to the world. Levels of bioconcentration of radioactivity have not been imagined or have been ignored daringly. Tried to tell officials many times and always denied. Oh well. Spent fuel pool number 4 goes. I think that TEPCO is totally gone. You know, it's just, that's the end of TEPCO. That's the end of the nuclear power systems everywhere. When it goes, and then the whole world sees what's going on, that's the end of the industry. That's what I say, isn't it? And no update. Senator mortified about possible disaster at Unit 4 still shakes his head in disbelief over Fukushima visit 2 months ago. See, 2 months ago. They're just waiting for it to fall, man. They just keep buying their time and waiting for it to fall. I'm going to tell you something. When it falls and supposedly everything becomes... That's when the other people have to come in immediately. The ones who really know what they're doing. And they should be coming in there right now. And get the stuff off the planet. Care how you do it. I don't care if you take every nitrogen amount of frozen nitrogen and just dump it all over Fukushima. The whole thing. Just unload, unload, unload. And then remove it, shoot it out into space. That should have been done immediately. We have technology with sound, and we have liquid nitrogen. That thing could have been extinguished before it melted through. They should have had that above all the things. That's what should be there, not the water. They should have had tanks and tanks and tanks of stuff that would have cooled it off immediately, and sound waves and everything else. They could have did it. No, they didn't. Oh yeah. They could have got rid of it with some kind of scalar energy. Okay. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm not wrong. We have the technology to put that out. Did we do it? No. Instead, we're going to make it even worse because someone's going to probably try to make a lot of money off that. But that's not how it works. Alrighty then, that's not going to how it works because it's going to be a 360 on them. Let's check the world real fast. I thought I saw something. Let's look under the world. That was June 2nd. New York Times, front page. Computer worm used by U.S. to attack nuclear facilities had broken free like a zoo animal that found the keys to the cage. In 2010, it began replicating itself all around the world. Yeah, thank you very much, New York Times. Anything to say it's not the nuclear energy industry's fault this is all happening. You don't store the firecrackers on top of the hot stove. And you didn't follow through with Yucca Mountain. Did ya? You took the money for it, but never followed through. About storing them deep in the mountain, and that's not even that good anyway. But still, it's over. It's over. Go ahead and try to build stuff. And you know what? You start building those things in Australia and other countries. That's a liability. That's just pure evil. That is nonsensical. You didn't even fix what's going on in Fukushima. How can you build more? How can you build more if you didn't fix what's going on with the problems? Money, money. No, this is done to depopulate us. Do you understand? All the regular people out there listening, do you understand this is done purposely? To depopulate us. They think that they can live. This is insanity, all right? No. Just say no until they can't build it. And refuse. And that's it. And say I'm wrong. Say that I'm wrong. Prove me wrong. Prove that they are safe. Number one. Prove that all of them have. Prove that none of them has had any type of leaks. Every single one of them. Jeez. And on top of that, I'm watching, Paul Bagley's channel. Pastor Paul Bagley's. And there you go. You have zombies, vampires. You got the nuclear radiation everywhere. You got giant spiders going everywhere. Mutated flowers, mutations. And look what's just popping up now on Pastor Paul Bagley's channel. The introduction to the Antichrist. And some guy on there, I don't know, man. Heads up. Heads up, you're on red alert. If you're not saved, I hope you go ahead and do that. Give your life to Christ. Because time has just ran out. That's all I got to say about that. But then no one can force you to do that. No one can force you to do that. Well, don't you know what's next after this? We're gonna have an alien come up on our front door steps of the White House. Because everything else has happened now. That's the only thing left is the UFOs. The aliens. Everything else has been basically disclosed to everybody. From part of our government fighting zombies and vampires, and 4,000 people have died since the 1800s. 4,000 people have died, in combat with these creatures while in service. Our tax-paying dollars are going to this federal agency out of the United States that it has been fighting these things. So guess what? They just disclosed it's real, because they're not going to say that, oh, we used your taxpayers' money for stuff that didn't exist, right? And 4,000 people died in the line of duty. You see what I'm saying? So, boys and girls, everything is being disclosed. I'm just waiting to see when they make the public service announcement about how we are not alone. Even though we all know we're not alone, they might as well go ahead and give the announcement now. Okay? At least whatever president, whoever's running for president will get a couple extra brownie points for that. You know that, right? So, heads up. Anyone running for the United States presidency might be overturned by the POW, President of the World. So, we'll see what happens. Jeez. Okay, 2 days down. Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? It just keeps getting better and stranger and weirder every day. So 2 days down. 3 to go. Whoop. 3 to go before the weekend again. Look how fast time flies now. Take care. Don't get upset. Just prepare. Time to start becoming a prepper. Spiritually, emotionally, now that it won't shock you now that I showed you most of this stuff. So mentally, you can prepare yourself and don't stand there gawking, and you can run and get out of the way, you know, or defend yourself and be prepared financially the best you can, and be prepared survivally, you know, like a survivalist, with your food, your protection, and make sure you take care of your pets too, and they're ready too. They can go on a moment's notice. Your leashes are up. You got your cat carriers in your house where you can get to them in case you got to leave right away. You understand? You got them in the garage. You better bring them in the house, dust them off, get the spider webs out of them. That should be like that anyway, since we're going into hurricane season right now. Don't leave your stuff outside for your pets. Put the leashes right there where you hang the keys. Make sure you have an extra leash just in case one of them breaks or something. Make sure you have all the cat carriers ready to go. Everyone has their tags on at all times now. Alrighty then? So take care. I'm not trying to scare you. I just want you to be prepared. Alrighty then, and I'll see you again tomorrow. And don't forget, if you're watching this from the UTC time, like over there in London, Israel, you're going that way. You're heading way east from the United States. In the morning, you should have time to see. Don't do it with your eyes. Do it how you just, the same thing, you know, the way you watch a solar eclipse. You'll be able to see the Venus transit. All right, take care, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.